Pilates people, I am back. I know it's a couple minutes after 5 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and start a little bit early today. Normally I start at 5:30, but I'm going to go ahead and get this class done so I can have a nice dinner tonight with my family. So I want to thank you guys all for joining me tonight. I do want to let you guys know I had something done today. I had my belly button repairs. It's been like the first time in like 15 years. It was pierced back before. Had it done again. So we're not going to do any prone today, just so I can kind of heal that up. But I do have a fun class where I can go ahead and work on what we did earlier this morning, working those legs. And then we're going to also add in a lot of arms. So today, make sure you have your water bottle, comfortable clothes, place to work out. So make sure you have a mat, maybe a comfortable blanket down below you for this. And then our prop today that we're going to use is going to be our dumbbells. So I have today just some 2-pound dumbbells that we're going to go ahead and use for our class. If you don't have dumbbells at home, you could also use just maybe some plain water bottles. You can use soup cans, something like that. And you can also do all of the exercises without weights as well. So have those weights handy off to the side of your mat, somewhere you can kind of grab a hold of them easy. Have your water bottle also handy next to your mat. Not so close that you're going to knock it over though, because I know I tend to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on our class. So welcome everyone. This class will also be a lot of planking, so if you need to drop down to your elbows, you can do that as well. We're going to go ahead and start off onto our mat. Go ahead and place your feet hips distance apart, rocking from those toes to heels, finding that weight distributed back and forth, toes to heels. Go ahead and plant those heels down, spread out those toes. Let's go ahead and do a couple of shoulder rolls, bringing those shoulders back. We're going to be working these arms pretty good today, so let's go ahead and warm those up. Rolling it back for 3. Make sure we're still doing our Pilates breathing, reaching out through that crown of your head. And let's go ahead and reverse, bringing it forward. Stretch and open that chest to pull those shoulder blades back. And last one. All right, let's go ahead and stretch the neck now. So you're going to go ahead and press that palm of your hand down on your right hand. Stretch your head over to the left. You can bring that hand up and over, reach with that left hand and put a little bit of tension into it, driving the palm of your right hand down to the mat. Stretch it here. Come all the way back up, nice and slow. Pressing that left palm down. Reach the right arm up. Grabbing a hold of that head, just slightly putting a little bit of tension in there. Stretching down that arm, pushing like you're going to push against something. And go ahead and come all the way back up. Let's go ahead and come back to more shoulder rolls, dropping it back. All right, reach that right arm up and across the chest. Putting a little bit of pressure in with that left arm, pulling it over. Again, we're going to be working these arms. All right, swinging that arm down, come up and over with the left one. Reach and stretch it across. Opening up those shoulder blades. All right, go ahead and bring it all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and stand off to the side of my mat. We're going to go ahead and roll down. Come into an inverted V and walk it out to plank. Inhale, bring our hands up, reaching out and around. Go ahead and nod that chin in towards your chest, rounding it down. One vertebrae at a time, coming all the way down to the mat. Head and arms hanging heavy. Go ahead and come down, walk it out a little bit. You're going to come up into that inverted V, driving those heels down. Pulling that belly button up, knit those ribs in together, shoulders out away from the ears, reaching back. And now let's go ahead and continue walking it all the way out into your plank. We're going to go ahead and hold it here. Bring that chin in towards your chest. Pull those ribs in, belly button up towards your spine. Reaching long in that crown of your head and heavy in the heels. Hold it here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walking it back up into that inverted V. Hold it here. Pulling that belly button up towards your spine. Come up to those toes, reaching it up. A little bit higher with those hips. All right, let's go ahead and bend those knees down to a hovered position. Nice flat back, nice and strong shoulders. Still bring that chin in towards your chest. We're going to go ahead and hold it here now. Pulling that belly button in. And now bring your right foot up to the chest and press it out. Keeping those hips nice and square. Let's go ahead and do 3 more of these. Press it out. it back in. Last one. Pulse it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee all the way back in. Come up onto those toes. Next side. Left leg coming in. Press it out. Hips are nice and square. Pulling that belly button up towards your spine. Reach. 2 more. Exhale out. Feeling those legs from earlier. All right, last one. Reach out. Pulse at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it all the way in. Inverted V. Heavy into the heels. Stretching back those hamstrings. Go ahead and walk it back out to plank again. We're going to go ahead and move into our mountain climbers. Shoulders are right above those hands. Head is nice and long. Lifting up that knee towards the chest and reach it out. In towards the chest and reach. Nice strong shoulders. Exhale. Reach. 3 more. In towards the chest and reach it out. 2. Last one. Pulse it up. Lifting up that leg. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all the way back down. You can go into child's pose if you'd like, or drop it up into that inverted V. Back out to the plank. Hold those shoulders strong. Lifting up the left leg. Bring the knee in towards your chest and extend it out. Keeping those hips dropped down. Inhale in, exhale out. 5 more. And 4. You guys can do it. 3, 2. Last one. Hold it out there. Little small lifts. And up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Go ahead and press in through those heels in together. Knees are separated. Reach out into your child's pose. Right here, you can go ahead and reach up those wrists. Maybe do some wrist curls. Rounding out. Come all the way down. Take a nice big inhale here. And go ahead and sit it all the way back up. Nice job. We're going to go ahead and come into our quad position now. So run onto all fours. Our distance between our knees, our hips distance apart. We're going to go ahead and come into a couple cat-cows. Rounding up those shoulder blades. Pull that belly button up towards the spine. Round those shoulders up towards the ceiling. Pelvic tuck like you're looking down towards that belly button. Tighten those glutes. Now separate that sits bone. Drop your chest down to the mat. Take a nice big stretch here. Shoulders out away from the ears. Filling those lat muscles. All right, let's go ahead and round it back up. Bring those shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, heavy into the heel of your hands. And go ahead and melt it back down. Reach that head out away from the shoulders. Shoulders are down. Melt that chest more into the mat. All right, last one, each direction. Rounding it up. And melt it back down. Exhale. All right, let's go ahead and come into a nice flat back. Bring your chin in towards your chest. We're going to go ahead and come out with rotations with the leg. So I'm going to start off with my left leg since it's closest to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and place my knees a little bit more underneath my hips. All right, so left leg comes out, staying nice and angled. I'm keeping my hips still squared, opening and closing. Inhale, exhale, close. And open, and close. 5. Head is still nice and long, pulling that belly button up, making sure my hips stay as square as possible. And rotate, open that hip. 2. Last one. Now you're bringing your knee towards your chin, and then press it out. I got 5 more. In and out. 3, 2, hold on 1, reach that leg long. With your left leg extended, see if you can extend your right hand reaching out forward. Hold this position. Pulling that belly button up towards your spine a little bit more. Flatten out that back. Now let's see if we can pulse here, arm and leg, reaching out. It's okay if you're just doing just leg, reaching out, shoulders out away from the ears, reach and pulse. For 4, 3, 2, 1, lower all the way back down. Let's go ahead and reach it back into a child's pose before we switch to the other side. Go ahead and hold that child's pose, reaching heavy into that tailbone, heavy in the hands. Go ahead and restack, shoulders down above those hands, knees are hips distance apart. Now we're gonna go ahead and open with that right leg. Keeping it just hovered onto the mat, come all the way back in. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Rotate it out, hips are nice and square. Belly button still pulled in, nice and long in that crown of your head. Reaching out with that neck, the back side of your neck. Reach it, and exhale out. 4 more. And 3, 2, last 1. Go ahead and bring it down. Bring that knee in towards your chin and extend it out. Reaching in. Hips stay square and back in. Softening those elbows helps you so you're not putting so much pressure on those wrists. Extend out. 4 more. And 3, 2, last 1. Extend that right leg out. Float that left hand out. Reach it nice and long. Nice flat back. Let's pulse it up here. And up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all the way back down. Reach it out into your child's pose. All right, go ahead and grab a hold of your weight. We're gonna go ahead and just do 1 right now. So holding on to your weight, you're gonna come back into that quad position. You're gonna go ahead and press your palm in facing the body, elbow in. Go ahead and extend that arm out past your hip, reaching back. Bring that pinky up towards the ceiling. Now bend your elbow back in, and now we're gonna punch right in front of you, extending out that arm forward. Bring that elbow back in towards the hip. Extend it back, pinky up. Bend it back down. Punch right in front of you. Make sure you have a nice flat back. You're extending out through that crown of your head. And punch back forward. And reach pinky back. Elbow in. Reach it forward. 2 more in each direction. And back. And forward. Last time, reaching it back. Reach it forward. Pull that elbow in. Now we're going to go ahead and turn palm facing backwards. You're going to reach that arm back and little pulses back. Shoulders down away from the ears. Pull that belly button in. Exhale, reach. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Feeling that back side of your arm. Reach all the way back down. We'll go ahead and switch to the left side now. Make sure that your hand is directly straight underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Pull that left elbow in towards that hip and extend it back, reaching back with that pinky. So your palm is facing your hip. Pull that elbow in, bending the elbow, and now punch in front of you. When I say punch, I mean slow motion too. So we're not doing like a fast jab or anything. And reach it out. Make sure as you reach, you're not curling that shoulder up. And reach out. Bend elbow in and back. Working these arms here. Reach it out and bend it back. We've got 3 more. And back. And forward. Bend in and back. Last one. Bend it back and bend it back in and forward. Go ahead and bend it back in, palms facing backwards, tricep press, and lift. Lift, like you're trying to high five the ceiling. And exhale. Feeling that back side of your arm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lower it down. We can go ahead and set the weight off to the side. Let's go ahead and come back into another child's pose just so we can work those shoulders. Reach it out, melt it down. Relaxing those shoulders. All right, let's go ahead and come all the way back up. So now we're going to go ahead and come into a kneeling plank. Hands are going to be right down below those shoulders. So go ahead and walk your knees back. Bring your hips forward, flexing those feet back. So your knees are about hip distance apart. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Pulling that belly button in towards the mat, but knit the ribs in together so your core is engaged. We're going to go ahead and bend those elbows down, come down towards the mat, and press it back up. You don't want to come down so low that you feel your belly drop onto that mat. Coming down, flex those feet back, and press up. If you're feeling this too much in that lower back, go ahead and pull that belly button in towards your spine a little bit more. Let's go ahead and come down 4 more. Exhale up. Down 3. 2. Last one. Go ahead and come all the way back and stretch it backwards. All right. We're going to go ahead and walk it up to an inverted V. So place your hands back down, hips up towards the ceiling, stretch it back, shoulders out away from the ears, belly button up, and walk it all the way back up. Nice and slow. Pelvic tuck, round it up to a standing position. Come all the way up. Couple of shoulder rolls here. We're going to take a couple of steps forward, crossing those legs over. Reach those hands out. Slowly come down into a seated position. Go ahead and plant your knees. Hips distance apart. Feet are planted onto the floor. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to go ahead and come into a C-curve series. You can go ahead and hold on to the back sides of your legs for a little bit of resistance and help assisting you down. Otherwise, reach your hands out, shoulder width apart. Pull those shoulder blades back like you're trying to pinch something between those shoulder blades. We're going to take a nice big inhale here at the top. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, pelvic tuck. Pull that belly button in towards your spine. Come all the way back down to like the top base part of your tailbone. Lifting the shoulders up, or shoulders back, chest up. Scooping that belly button in and up a little bit more. Pelvic tuck in. Hold. If you're feeling quaking going on in your abs, that's absolutely exactly what you should be feeling. And that's normal. And hold. 2, 1. Chest in towards your knees. Come all the way back in. Keeping that belly button pulled back out, back towards your spine. And sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Coming all the way back down. Scooping in and up. Hollow out those abs. Keep those ribs knit in together. We're going to now come into our marching. So we're going to float those legs up one at a time, using those lower abs. And switching. Shoulders are back. We're resting onto that tailbone. And come up. Scoop it in and up. And lift. And exhale. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and now plant those heels down, scooping in and up. Come all the way back up to sitting position. All right, we're going to go ahead and come down into a roll down. Go ahead and flex those feet back. Extend the legs. Sit up nice and tall. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Chin to chest. Come all the way back down. Using those abs nice and slow. Come all the way back down. Once the shoulder blades hit, you can go ahead and rest the head. Circle those arms out and around. Place your hands, palms facing your hips. Reaching in those arms. Let's go ahead and come all the way up. Scooping that belly button. Reach it up. Come up and over those flexed toes. Up and over. Reset, sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and bend your knees back in. Sitting up nice and tall onto that sit bone. Shoulders are down. Pulling those shoulder blades in together like you're reaching for something back there. Pinch between them. Inhale. Exhale. Pelvic tuck. Come back down into that C curve again. We're going to go ahead and scissor those arms. Holding it here. Reach that right arm up. You'll be feeling more quaking here. Nice and slow. Switching. Pull that belly button in. Lifting in the crown of your head. And switch. And switch. Exhale. 2. Last one. Reach those hands forward, scooping that belly button in and up. Let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Coming back last time here. In and up, belly button. Reach it back. Hollow out those abs. Pelvic tuck forward. All right, we're going to go ahead and rotate that right arm out. Extend that left leg out. Twisting in that spine. Let's lift that leg up. Point that toe and lift. Using those lower abs. Exhale. 2, 1. Go ahead and rotate back in. Come all the way back in. Rotate left arm out. If you need to rest it onto the mat, you can. Try to stay lifted if you can. All right, reach that right arm, leg out, and we're coming up. Point that toe, lift, and up. 3, 2, 1. Plant that heel down, rotate back in, scooping all the way back in. All right, bring those toes back out, flexing back out, extend those legs, sit up nice and tall, zipping those legs in together, squeeze, feel that midline. Inhale, exhale, come all the way down. Pulling that belly button in and up, use those abs, come down nice and slow. Come all the way back. Let's go ahead and do a little pencil stretch, reaching up with those hands. Point those toes, circling those arms out and around. Bring your hands down to your sides. We're going to go ahead and move on to our bridge series. So we're going to bend those knees in, plant those heels right below your knees. Open up those shoulders. Your shoulder blades come down towards your spine. Shoulders are now out towards the mat. Press into the back sides of your arms. We got our nice little neutral spine here, that gap in that lower back. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, we're going to go ahead and imprint. Hold that imprint. Pull those ribs in. Take a nice big inhale, resting back into that neutral spine. Do a couple pelvic rocks before we start our bridge. Inhale. Exhale, imprint. Squeeze. Put pressure into that lower lumbar. Back towards the mat. You're squeezing your glutes, pulling those ribs in together. Still lengthening out. Shoulders are down. Inhale, come back to that neutral spine. Exhale, imprint. Last time that we're going to go ahead and do this before we come up into our bridge. Keep that lower back pulled into the mat. Take a nice big inhale here. Come back out to neutral spine. All right, let's go ahead and come up into that bridge. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, go ahead and come into that imprinted position. Start reaching up, squeezing those glutes, lengthening those knees up and over the bar, or over the bar. Oh, that's what I used to say with reformer. All right, so reaching those knees out over your toes, pulling that sits bone in towards your heels, lifting in those hips. Let's go ahead and hold up here for the 3, 2, 1. Scoop it back down. Pull that belly button back towards your spine. Come down one vertebrae at a time, keeping those glutes activated. Come all the way back down to that neutral spine. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to go ahead and come up again. This time we're going to go ahead and pulse in those hips. Reach those knees up and over your toes. Dropping down at the ribs. Press up. Squeeze those glutes a little bit more. And exhale up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep them nice and square. Shoulders are down to the mat. Last one. Press it up and articulate the spine, coming all the way back down. Nice job. All right, so we're going to now do marching up into that bridge. When I say marching, you're not going to necessarily bring your leg all the way up, but it's just going to be hovering up off that mat, switching from one to the other. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, imprint. Go ahead and come up into your bridge, keeping those hips nice and square. Let's go ahead and float that left leg up and come back down. Keeping it nice and square, pressing in through that opposite heel up against that mat. Come all the way back down. And left leg coming down. And right. And down. Last one, each leg, left and right. Focusing hard onto those hips, staying square. Go ahead and start melting down that spine. Come down nice and slow. All right, let's poke the ceiling this time. Inhale. Exhale, imprint. Go ahead and come all the way up into that bridge. Pressing your weight in through your left heel. We're going to lift up that right toe up towards the ceiling. Feeling a lot into that left hamstring. And let's go ahead and drop and poke. And poke. Nice job pulling that belly button in, squeezing those glutes and the hamstrings on that left leg. Poke. We've got 3, 2, 1. Lower down the leg. Let's go ahead and stay lifted into this bridge, pressing now that weight into that right heel. Lift that left leg up and drop down those hips and poke. And poke. Pulling that belly button in, pressing in through that right heel and poke. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg and melt down the spine, scooping it in, come all the way down. All right, we got one more in this series that we're gonna do. All right, you guys still with me? Yeah? All right, give me a thumbs up if you're good. All right, inhale, exhale, imprint, squeeze those glutes, lift it up. We're gonna go ahead and float that right leg out, coming out just to the knee height. We're gonna lower down the hips and reach that leg up. Now we're gonna hinge up, lower leg down just at that knee height. And lower down, reach that leg up. Using a lot of abs here to lift up that leg towards the ceiling, still scooping in with those abs. And lower out. Reaching the toe and bring it back up. 3 more, reach it out and up. 2, reach it up, pressing in through that left heel and down. We've got 1 more. Lift it up, reach that leg down, come all the way down and bend that knee down. All right, now for the left side. All right, down here at the bottom, neutral spine. Exhale, imprint. Go ahead and come up into your bridge. Reach it up, pressing now the weight into that right heel. Let's go ahead and reach that left leg long and then pull it up as we lower down. Hinge up, pressing into that heel, lower down to that knee height and pull it back up. Pointing that toe, reach it and back down. Pulling that belly button in towards the spine and reach it up. So we stay imprinted when we lower and reach. Shoulders are down. Reach it out. 3 more. Feeling those hamstrings. And up. Reach it out. 2. And up. Keep those hips nice and square. And up. Bend the knee. Come all the way down. Go ahead and hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock it from side to side. All right. Go ahead and roll up, grab a hold of your weights, grab a hold of a drink of water if you need it. We're going to go ahead and lay back onto the mat, placing weight into each one of your hands. If you don't have weights, that's okay. If you have soup cans or water bottles, that's good too. All right, so we're going to reach those arms down, palms in facing the ceiling or facing your hips. We're going to go ahead and hold it here and lift those elbows up off that mat. Bring your legs into a tabletop position, pulling those knees right directly straight above the hips. You can reach head, neck, and shoulders up to make sure that you stay imprinted. You can also keep it lowered, but just make sure that that back stays imprinted the entire time. We're going to go ahead and palms facing in. We're going to go ahead and reach those hands up to the ceiling and lower back down. And up. Bring those shoulders out away from the ears. Reach it nice and long. And reach it up. And down. 2 more. Up. And down. Last one. And down. Palms facing down to the sides, to the end of the mat now. Softening, holding onto these weights. You don't want to death grip them. And now we're going to float up and float down. Reach and long. And up. So we just rotated our grip onto our weights. And up. Exhale down. And up. 2 more. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Keep your hands up towards the ceiling, rotate palms facing in. We're going to soften those elbows, surround them. We're going to go ahead and open up those arms and bring them back in towards each other, like hug a tree on your back, and round. I'm going to go ahead and lower my feet down just because I had that belly button done today. Round it out, but I'm still pulling in that belly button towards my spine to keep my back imprinted. So if you do that, just make sure you do that pelvic tuck like we did with our with our bridging. So you're just pelvic tuck, pull that belly button in. Reaching up with those arms, we've got 3 more. Rounding it up. As you open up your arms, pull those shoulder blades in towards your spine a little more. Last one, we're going to go ahead and reach it up. Keep those arms rounded. We're going to rotate palms facing down, reaching down into those arms. Head comes up. Reach it out nice and long. Bring it all the way back down. Rotate open and round, coming back in. Rotate palms facing down. Head, neck, and shoulders come up. Reaching it nice and long. Reach with those hands. Lower head down. Rotate palms facing in. And come up just to that shoulder height. Shoulders coming in. Round those arms. Palms facing down. Reach it up. Let's go and do 2 more in this direction, and then we will reverse. Head down. Open up. Round those arms in. Palms facing down. Reach it up. Head coming up. Last one. Lower head. Round coming open. And back all the way up. Round those arms. All right, now let's round those arms out. And press down towards your sides as you reach. Palms facing down. Float them back up as your head comes down. Palms facing in. Open up those arms, rounding here. And then reach down towards your sides as you reach. So your palms are facing in now as you're reaching down, looking down at those knees. Head comes down as you float back up. Last one, round those arms, open up, pull those shoulder blades in together, palms facing in towards your sides as you reach. And now let's hold it here. Drop those weights. We're going to hold this reaching positions, and we're going to come into hundreds. Inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5. Keep those arms pumping. And exhale. Bring your legs up to tabletop. If you're still holding them in tabletop, you're a rock star. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Halfway there. Inhale. And exhale. Pull those shoulder blades in towards your spine. Reach that head out. Try not to crunch your chin in towards your chest. Keep those arms going. Extend the legs if you want to. We've got 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and bring your chin down or your head down, your knees towards your chest, and rock it from side to side. All right, let's go ahead and round up. So we're going to go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and pull up into your sitting position. Nice job. Go ahead and reach those legs out towards the side or towards the end. And let's round down for a nice stretch here. Get into those hamstrings, flex those toes back. Can't come down too low. All right, let's go ahead and cross our legs, come into a standing position, bring your weights with you. We're going to go ahead and stand up and do some bar work now. So let's go ahead and start off with our feet parallel, hips distance apart, holding on to those weights. If you want to set the weights down, this is going to be kind of intense for those arms. You do you, whatever you need. If you want to have heavier weights, good for you. All right, let's go ahead now. We're going to come down into some squats. So when I say squats, I want that tailbone back. Try to keep your knees right above those heels. We're going to reach out with those arms, shoulders still drawn down into the spine. Reach heavy into that tailbone, knees right above your hips. We're going to go ahead, exhale, press it up. Wrap that sits bone. And press down, inhale. And exhale up. And turn towards the side so you can see that on the side. So you're bending down low into that tailbone. and up, exhale. Coming down, and exhale. Stand it up. Sit it back nice and low. Let's see how low you guys can get in this squat here. Press it down. And press up into those heels of your feet. And down. Exhale up. 3 more. Reach those arms out. And down. Shoulders still pulled down away from the ears. And reach. Last one. We're going to hold. Hold down here. Little pulses. Reaching those arms. Pull those shoulder blades back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms back. Bend those elbows in. Double tricep press here. And press it back. And back. So you've got 4, 3, 2, last one. Reach along that crown of your head. Let's go ahead and lift those arms up behind you. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms back forward. Come all the way up. Come into your Pilates first position. Elbows in. Heels in. Toes are separated. We're externally rotating into those knees. We're going to go ahead and come down into our squats here. Hinging open those elbows. Shoulders are drawn down, nice and tall in the crown of your head. Squat it down, staying nice and tall, like you're sliding down that wall, closing in. Squeeze those shoulders together like you're trying to squeeze some juice with oranges. And press. In, exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, close. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Little pulses. We're going to pulse those elbows in too. Coming down. Exhale. Pulse in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way back up. Let's go ahead and widen our stance out to Pilates second. Toes are apart. Heels are hips distance apart. We're going to go ahead and go palms facing up towards the ceiling. We're going to go ahead and squat it down. Sink down low into that tailbone. Come up for hug a moon. Drawing those elbows in. And squat it down. Exhale. You see how low you can get. Squat it down. Pressing in through those heels. Stand it up. And down. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Round those arms up. And exhale. Come up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. We've got 3 more. And down 2. Last one. Pulse it here. Bend those elbows. We're going to go ahead and bend them back and press up. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Shoulders down. Last one. And press it up. Nice job. Wrap that sits bone. Go and come all the way back down. We're going to go ahead and cross those legs. Come down into a sitting position again. So I'm trying to take breaks with the legs from earlier. All right, so we're going to do some side lying work with only one weight. Coming down to the mat. Go ahead and come down all the way to a laying down position. Extend that left leg or left arm out. You're going to rest your head onto that bicep. You can also bend your elbow in if you want to go ahead and rest it that way as well. We're going to go ahead and extend that right leg out to hip height. I don't know if you guys can see all that. Let me speed up a little bit more. All right, so we're going to go ahead and reach that arm up with the weight right above the shoulders. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Your bottom leg is bent down below, and your back of your leg should be right in line with your mat or with your spine. Reaching that right leg out to hip height. We're going to now close the arm and leg together, and then reach it back up. And close. Exhale. Shoulder down away from the ears. Reach it up. Pulling those hips out away from the mat. Try not to drop those ribs into the mat. Lifting up and lower. Lift up. Exhale. So you're crunching in, feeling some obliques here. Point that toe. Reach it all the way up. 4 more. Exhale. And up. And up 2. Last one. Lowering all the way back down. Go ahead and bend your arm in. So now you're hugging in. Again, we're going to go ahead and work those triceps. And this time, we're going to go ahead and bend that leg also back behind you. So like you're going to try pointing that toe to kick your ponytail or the backside of your head. As you extend your arm out, you're going to extend the leg out. Bending in, reach that out. So your thigh is still even with your torso here in the front. And extend out. Reach out that toe. And bend. Extend both arm and leg. Bending it back. Press it out. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale, bend. And extend. And out. 2. And last 1. All right, let's go ahead and lower it all the way back down. We're going to go ahead and bring it all the way up. Let's go ahead and come into a side bend. Side bend, you can come down from the elbow if you like to, or the arm. If you come to the arm, it also works on that shoulder as well. Top leg comes in the front, bottom leg comes into the back. Lift your hips up for that side plank. Reach arm up and over. Stretch it here. And hold. Reaching out away from the mat with those ribs. Pulling those hips up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and come all the way back down. We're going to go ahead and grab a hold of our weight and come on to our right side. Lengthening all the way out. Resting your head onto the mat, cradling with your hand behind your head, resting down. You can also extend out that arm again if you want to just lay it on the bicep. All right, so our hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. We're pulling away those obliques and those ribs away from the mat, holding on to your dumbbell. Your bottom leg there, your right leg, is bent with your foot flat against that spine. We're going to go ahead and lift that left leg out, coming out directly straight from the hip. Left hand has the weight directly straight up from the shoulder. We're going to go ahead, exhale, reaching up and over. Extend up those arms and legs and then reach it out. And out. And up. Try still pulling away those ribs away from the mat. Try not to bend into it. Reach it up. And down. We've got 5. Shoulders are down away from the ears. And up. 2. Last 1. Go ahead and bring it in. Bend that elbow. Extend that leg. Go ahead and point that toe back. Make sure that your thigh is even with your body. So you don't want to bring that knee in and then kick out forward. We're extending it out. Okay, so we're bending in that thigh, bending in that elbow. Let's extend them both. Nice and long and together. Bend it back and extend it out. Inhale and exhale, pointing that toe. And extend. Pulling those ribs away from the mat, keeping those hips and shoulders nice and stacked. Extend it out. 3, 2, last 1. Go ahead and lower down that weight. Come up onto that hand or elbow. Top foot comes in the front, back leg comes into the back, bottom leg comes into the back. Go ahead and come up, shoulders down away from the ears. Come up into your side plank and reach it up and over, pulling up those ribs, keeping those hips stacked. Reach it up, shoulders down away from the ears, pull up those ribs, reach from fingertips to toes, feeling all those obliques stretch. And go ahead and come all the way back down. Just go ahead and grab a hold of those weights. Last and final series here. You guys doing good? Feeling it? Yes? I'm going to take a nice hot, I can't take a bath because my belly button. Got it pierced, and now I can't even sit in my pool that we just got. All right. We're going to go ahead and lunge forward with some bicep curls. So go ahead and turn palms facing towards the front of your body, so away from you. We're going to go ahead and step out with the right leg. So your right leg stays here. You're going to press in through that right heel, bending that left, bending that left leg down. We're going to go ahead and extend out those arms, bend it down, and press it up. Bend it down. Bend those arms and the leg coming down and up. Driving in through that right heel. So you're staying back behind, going over those toes. Bend it down. Extend it up. 5 more. And down 4. Nice and tall in front of your head, pulling that belly button in. The harder that your core is engaged, the more balance you will find. And down. 2 more. And up. Last one. Drop it down. Hold your hands at 90. Little pulses coming up. And up. And down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it all the way back up. Swing your arms back around. Step back up and together. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go into the left leg. We're going to do something different with our arms. We're going to go ahead this time, instead of bicep curls, we're going to go ahead and hold them in here at the 90 degrees, and we're going to open and close. And then when we pulse, we're going to be coming open here, and we're going to pulse up and down those arms. All right, you ready? Let's go ahead and step out with the left leg. Driving now in through that left heel. Bending up onto those toes with the right leg back behind you. Bring your arms up to that 90 degrees. Shoulders are down, lifting tall in the crown of your head. We bend down as we open. And close. Pull those shoulder blades in together. Exhale. Lower it down. Pressing in through that heel. And up. Lower it down. 5 more. And down. 3, 2, 1. Let's drop it down. Little pulses with those arms. Make sure we're reaching up. Pulse it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back up to standing position. We are done with the weights. Placing them off to the side. Go ahead and cross your legs. Reach those arms out. Come into your sitting position. Reach those legs out in front of you. Come all the way down into a roll down. Reaching down. Reaching forward. Hollow up those abs. Pull that belly button in and up. Flex those toes back. Come down a little bit lower if you can. Exhale. Get some nice stretches here. Reach-sack, sit up nice and tall. Come into your butterfly stretch. Placing the palms of your feet in together. Sit up nice and tall. Drive those knees down to the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Just go ahead and reach it out. Walking those arms forward. Opening up those knees a little bit more. Come all the way down. All right, this round as you come all the way back up. Extending out your right leg. We're going to go ahead and rotate, or reaching over with that right arm. Come up and overhead. As you come down, to listen to that ear and what it's got to say. Hand reaching over. Go ahead and come all the way up. Rotate it now down to the knee, like you're trying to bring your forehead down to it. Go ahead and come all the way back up. Felt a lot of hamstrings there. Bringing that right leg in. Left leg now gets extended out. Go ahead and reach out with that left hand towards that foot. And reach that right arm up and overhead. Keeping those hips square down towards the mat. Reach it over. What does your left knee have to say? All right, come all the way back up. Reaching towards that left leg. Come all the way down, bringing your forehead down towards that knee. Getting that nice stretch in the hamstring, stretch in the hip. Come all the way back up. Reach both those legs out together. Let's go ahead and round it down. Last and final stretch here. Go ahead and re-stack, sit up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and come to a standing position. All right, so I want your feet to be a little bit wider than your hips, but parallel. Open up the arms out to the side. We're going to go ahead and reach over to the right, twisting, keeping those hips pulled square. Come all the way back in through center on the inhale, twisting over to the left. Back and over to the right. Let's go ahead and try some balancing. Reach it over to the left. When I mean balancing, now we're going to come over to the right. Come up with that right leg. Bring that left elbow in. Hold. Twisting back. Come all the way down with that right leg. Twisting now to the left. Bring that right elbow in towards that left knee. Twisting back with that left hand. Come all the way back out. Twisting to the right. Twist and hold. Pulling that belly button in. Find that balance. And lower back down. One more time, coming over to the lift. Twist and bring that left leg up. Hold it in. 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way back out. Still in that wide stance. We're going to go ahead and come down into a roll down. Hands coming out. Let's go ahead and swing up and around, reaching that left hand up towards the ceiling, pressing your right hand up against that shin. Twist and rotate that spine. Back in towards the center, arms coming out. Let's go ahead and windmill it over to the left, or with the left hand up against the right arm, right leg. Reaching that right arm up to the ceiling. Come all the way back in. Hang your head and arms heavy down. Find that center of balance with your hips. Center into your feet. Rocking from toes to heels. Pressing your hands down. Make sure you don't fall on your head. Heavy into the tailbone. Feel a stretch in the backside of your legs. All right, let's go ahead and pelvic tuck. Bring it all the way up. Sorry, I had to pause there for a minute. My hamstrings are super tight and that felt really good. All right, let's go ahead and shake it all the way out. I want to thank you guys so much for working on arms and legs today with me. I had an amazing class this morning that I actually bumped up to 9 o'clock instead of the 10 o'clock time that I normally do. So you guys will have to check that one out if you haven't already. Subscribe to my YouTube, or I guess I should say our YouTube. I started just recently and I've only got my videos uploaded. Still waiting for approval from all the other instructors on posting theirs as well onto that. But if you know anybody who does not have Facebook, tell them to log on. It's just Club Pilates FRV for Front Range Village. And you can go ahead and see the videos there as well. So go ahead and like, subscribe. If you like this video as well, make sure you like it, share it. And I want to thank you guys all so much for joining me tonight. I love you all. I miss you guys so much. Definitely looking forward to getting back into the studio, hopefully very soon. Stay watching on our Facebook page. We will definitely post when we plan to reopen. So we are talking about when that will happen now that we are able to open up more businesses. So cross your fingers, it'll be soon. Can't wait to see you guys all again, sitting on those reformers, feet and straps all day, right? All right, so anyways, until next time, I will see you guys tomorrow night, 5:30, same place, and I love you all. Take care of yourself, take care of each other.